So what are weighted grades? Well, not all parts of your grade are created equal in a weighted grading scheme. You might have a final exam or a major essay that your instructor values much more than other parts of your weighted grade. You could think of that as a pound of gold. Now, a pound of gold is very dense, so a pound of gold's going to be rather small in volume. Then you might think about homework or short essays. There might be a lot more of them, and you might think of those as a pound of coffee. Now, a pound of coffee is going to be much larger in volume than a pound of gold. So here's an example of a weighted grading scheme for an imaginary class. And in this class, we have homework worth 10%. That's kind of like the coffee beans. And the final exam worth 20%. So that's kind of like 2 pounds of gold, but it's still going to be less in volume than the coffee beans, the homework. Each weight is like a bucket for that item. So individual homework assignments might have different points values, but it could be that all the homework assignments go into the homework bucket, which is 10% of your grade. So you could definitely think of that like the coffee beans. If you have a chapter test category, let's say that's 60% of your weighted grade, then that bucket might hold 4 or even more chapter tests depending on your class. But there might be way fewer items in that 60% bucket than there are in the homework bucket, or let's say a quiz bucket that might have 30 different assignments. The final exam bucket might hold 1 or 2 assignments and yet be worth 20% of your grade. Weighted grades have to come to 100%. All the weights must sum up to 100%.